autopsies are in on the beautiful Ohio couple, Dr. Spencer Tepe, along with his wife, Monique Tepe, who were found brutally murdered in their home on December 30th, 2025. We thought we knew everything about this case. Oh no, we were wrong. We were dead wrong. The couple wasn't shot a total of 3 times. The couple was shot a total of 16 times. This was overkill. And the accused killer, Monique's ex-husband, Dr. Michael McKee, was allegedly near their home on December 6, 2025, just 3 weeks before the murder. It is also said that he allegedly told people that Monique will always be his wife, and if he has to, he will buy a home next door to hers. There is only one word to describe this man, and that is obsessed. Let's dive into the new details and the new evidence in this case right now. Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. And as always, thank you all for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday evening as we discuss another true crime case. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Wicked Wednesday evening? I hope y'all are all having a great evening so far. As a lot of you can tell, I'm in a different setting today. I am out of town working and this is my studio, but I wanted to give y'all a quick update. So this isn't my normal filming area. As y'all can all tell, there are no plants, there are no pictures. It's just a background and me. So today, all y'all get is me. So I hope y'all are happy with that. But I wanted to give y'all an update on this tragic case. And I'm gonna give y'all a new update now. There are tons of new details that I am shocked to find out about. Tons of new evidence. And we're gonna talk about the autopsies. Let me just give y'all a background on the case. Dr. Spencer Tepe, along with his wife, Monique Tepe, were a beautiful couple. And Dr. Spencer Tepe was a dentist. He did not show up for work on the morning of December 30th, 2025. His patients, his employees, and his co-workers were very, very worried. They all thought to themselves, this isn't like Dr. Tepe. He just would not show up for clinic. They started calling him, no answer. They started calling his wife, Monique, no answer. This is when everyone got worried because there were 2 children in the home, ages 4 and 17 months. Friends and family decided to call the police and ask them to perform a welfare check, along with friends of the couple. Everyone went to the house, and that is when they find Dr. Spencer Tepe, along with his beautiful wife, Monique Tepe, brutally murdered in their home. Who would walk into this home and take the lives of a beautiful mother and father, husband and wife? Well, less than 2 weeks later, on January 10th, 2026, Monique's ex-husband, Dr. Michael McKee, a vascular surgeon, was arrested and charged with the murder of the beautiful couple. Police do believe that Monique's ex-husband, Dr. Michael McKee, is responsible for the murders of the couple. He is now in Ohio, sitting in jail, and plans to plead not guilty. Now, I watched the video of Dr. McKee walking into the jail, being searched, hands here, hands there, walk here, changing to this, changing to that. They searched his belongings. He was very calm, cool, and collected. He didn't put on a show. He followed the rules. And I know what y'all are saying. Anne-Marie, that's how it's supposed to be. You're not going to go in there acting crazy? No, some people do. Some people like Ted Bundy, like Jodi Arias, they walk into jail, they think, oh, like the spotlight's on me, look at me. You want to interview? Hi, can I get some makeup on before the mug shot? Like, oh my God, this is all about me, what's going on? No. He followed the rules, he was very calm, and that makes me wonder, was he expected? Like, did he expect to get arrested? Or was he just in shock? Like, I didn't commit this crime, or I thought I was going to get away with this crime. There are so many questions going through my mind. Another thing that police say they did find out is that Dr. McKee was in fact stalking the Tepe's home. On December 6, 2025, 3 weeks prior to the murders, Spencer and Monique traveled to Indianapolis to watch a football game. And that is when police say Dr. McKee arrived in the area near the Tepe's home in Ohio, not in Chicago where he worked. It was also said that Dr. McKee was in fact off that day. There's also a video of him exiting the area of the home hours later. Now, I don't know if police are saying he was in the home, he was outside the home. I'm guessing he was outside of the home. And if he was, allegedly, because he hasn't been found guilty, if he allegedly went to the Tepe's home, why was he there? That is my question. Was he casing the house? Was he looking around? Or was he there that day to commit the murder and realize they were out of town? I have all of these questions because why would he drive 8 hours just to go case their home? But if he allegedly planned this murder, he had to case out the home. He had to plan this. So all of these questions are running through my mind of why was he stalking Monique? Because they had been divorced a total of almost 10 years and they were only married for less than 2. So why was Dr. McKee so obsessed with his ex-wife? And get this, that day, December 6th, when Spencer and Monique were out of town, during halftime, Monique abruptly gets up and leaves. When friends and family ask Spencer, why's Monique leaving during halftime? What's going on? He tells them that Monique is extremely upset about something involving her ex-husband. So who knows what happened? Who knows what he said, what he did? No one knows. And don't y'all find it a coincidence that the weekend they were out of town, he was near the area? Did he know they were out of town? Was he stalking them? Did it just so happen to be a coincidence that that was the only time he can get off of work? So he drove 8 hours to stalk Monique? Was it on her social media? Did she tell somebody she was going to the game? What was it? Because if he was stalking Monique, that would have been the perfect weekend to go and case out the home. Another thing, what made her so upset? No one knows. Did Dr. McKee send Monique a text? Did he call her? Because a lot of people say that his number was in fact blocked from her phone. But as you all know, I'm a victim of domestic violence. And if that person wants to get a hold of you, they can and they will. There are thousands of apps these days. And all these apps, you can download all these apps and you can get a different phone number and you can contact that person. So did Dr. McKee send her a text saying, I'm near your home, or I know where you are? I mean, who knows? Or did somebody else tell her something? No one knows, but to this day, my abuser still has gotten in contact with me through different apps, through social media, has contacted people that I know. If they want to find out about your life, they can and they will, because they are obsessed. Something isn't right with them. And even though Dr. McKee and Monique have been divorced for almost 10 years, he can't stop thinking about her. He wants to know all about her. I mean, everything about her. And friends and family did in fact tell the police after the murders, y'all need to look into Monique's ex-husband, Dr. McKee, because not only did he threaten her during the marriage, he threatened her after the marriage as well. Monique had told a friend that she was terrified of Dr. McKee, that he had forced sex on her and strangulation as well. She also said that he told her that he can kill her at any time and that he would buy a house next to hers and that she will always be his wife and that he can find her at any time. So of course, she was scared, she was nervous, she was worried. She had a beautiful home, a great husband, 2 beautiful children, and this man was still around in her mind. She knew that he was probably never gonna go away. He was too obsessed with her. Now, we're going to talk about the autopsies. Dr. Spencer Tepe was shot a total of 7 times in the head, neck, trunk, and upper extremities. Spencer was wearing shorts and his wedding ring. Monique was shot a total of 9 times in the cheek, chest, right trunk, stomach, hand, forearm, and bicep. Do y'all understand how scary this is? This alleged killer, Dr. McKee unloaded a gun on this couple. It sounds like he emptied a magazine. And it was also said that he allegedly used a suppressor to not wake up the children or the neighbors. I mean, this was overkill to the max. You walk in there and you just unload a weapon? I mean, that's just crazy to me. Are you that obsessed? Are you that upset with your ex-wife that you have to walk into her home and take her life and her husband's life? Thankfully, the children were unharmed, but these two children are without a mother and a father. Police also say they have a video of Dr. McKee arriving in Ohio, and they believe that the Tepes were murdered between 2 and 5 a.m. They also say they have a video of Dr. McKee leaving Ohio and returning back to Chicago. And like I always say, y'all always hear me say this in every video, people lie all the time to cover their tracks. It happens every day. Every single day somebody's gonna lie. But you know who doesn't lie? Surveillance cameras and cell phones. And it just so happened that day that Dr. McKee was not at work and supposedly in Ohio, his phone was left at work and not used for 17 hours. Who doesn't use their phone for 17 hours? I know I couldn't. I couldn't go out without my phone for 17 hours. I got to speak to people. I have to work. Nowadays, everything is done on our phones. And how can Dr. McKee, who was a vascular surgeon at the hospital, be without his phone for almost 24 hours? And it just sounds like, just my personal opinion, that if he is in fact the killer, that he left his phone at his office to show that he was there and there was no evidence that he was in Ohio because his phone stayed in Chicago. The whole thing is crazy. And I have no words for someone that would commit this murder. This is so tragic and so brutal, to walk into a home in the middle of the night and shoot a couple. After the arrest of Dr. Michael McKee, police enter his penthouse home and they find tons of weapons. They also find one weapon that has a primary link to the crime scene. I don't know what that weapon is. I don't know if police believe that is the weapon used in the murders. I don't know what they find, but they did find one weapon that may be linked to the crime scene. So I am very curious to see what they do in fact find. Because if they find the weapon that murdered the Tepe couple, and that weapon was in Dr. McKee's home, that's huge. That would be a huge break in the case, but we just don't know yet if that was a weapon or not. What we do know is that Dr. McKee stalked the Tepes for a while now. And he would ask people about Monique. He would talk about Monique. He would tell people how much he loved Monique, that he still called Monique his wife. Isn't that crazy? But what I want to know is, when police say that Dr. Tepe went to the home on December 6th, do police have that cell phone record? Do they have proof that he was actually there? Or is there proof, once again, that he didn't have his cell phone that day? So all of these thoughts are just building. And my main thought, what I think about constantly, what keeps me up at night is, if in fact Dr. McKee went to the house on December 6th, as the police say he did, was he there to murder the couple on that day? Or was that just a coincidence? How did he know the Tepes were going to be out of town that day? Did he enter the home? Now, we do know that there was no forced entry in the home. So how did someone get into the Tepes' home and commit this murder? So now I'm wondering, was Dr. McKee in the home on December 6th? Did he enter the home some kind of way? How did he get into the home? That is my big question. Because supposedly the house was always secure. So I have so many questions. But I just want to say that my thoughts and prayers are with the friends and family of Dr. Spencer Tepe along with his wife Monique. Especially, I will pray for those two children for the rest of my life. I hope they cherish the memories they have with their beloved parents. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, we have got to start taking stalking more serious. Why? Because look at all the people that are being murdered by their stalkers, by people that are obsessed with them. They just can't get over them. So instead of saying to themselves, I can't have you, so I'm going to move on, they say, if I can't have you, no one else can have you. So they sit there and they stalk these people. They stalk them for days, for hours, for months, for years. Dr. McKee and Monique were divorced for almost 10 years and he was still allegedly not over Monique, calling her his wife. That's just crazy to me. He just couldn't get over it. Now, as you all know, there are tons of videos of Monique and Spencer's wedding online. So was he watching these videos? Was he getting more and more and more upset, knowing that the person he still calls his wife is married to someone else? Her wedding video was all over social media. She has 2 beautiful children. I'm sure he knew all about her life and he would watch these things. Because a lot of people say when he saw a mutual friend between he and Monique, he would constantly ask about Monique. So he wanted to know all about her. So if you believe someone is stalking you, don't just say, well, I'm not going to worry about it. No, take it seriously. Take it seriously because we don't know what people have in mind. We're not inside their head, wondering what they're thinking. Because a lot of times they're thinking, gosh, if I can kill you, if I can get away with it, I would. And how many times have people heard that and they do not take it seriously? I've heard that. I'm sure some of you on here have been told that by someone. And honestly, we don't take it seriously, but we should, because we do not know what people are thinking and how sick they are and what they could be planning. So always remember that. And as always, stay safe, always be aware of your surroundings, and always know that I'm here for each and every one of you. I hope after this video that y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press the notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. And as always, thank you all for the love and support. And for you, I am truly grateful. I will see y'all later with more Cajun Crime Queen videos. And as always, I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.